Day 5 of the Erskine build. It's a break in the storm, so we're going to be able to get some stuff done today. We came into a critical junction where we're ready to start texturing like 90% of the house, but the back room is still kind of wet. The drywall we did in there just still hasn't hardened up enough. And the first course I did on it, I mean, I did a pretty decent job, but it's still rough. You typically always want to do a second course, sometimes a third, before you texture. But this room is already pretty rough. You look at this room, it's going to have a drop ceiling. It's got a window in the wall here from the old, this being the old exterior wall, and it's got this metal paneling that I'm not going to do anything with. So the question is how perfect do I make the drywall in this room? And the answer is this is as good as it needs to be. I hate doing that, but I'm not willing to stop the job progress 2 or 3 more days just because the drywall mud hasn't dried up yet. I probably should have used 90-minute mud, but you know, in my haste to buy all the material, I just bought pre-mixed mud and hoping it would have worked out. But all the rooms are ready. We have a game plan. I suppose it's time for a midday update. We got 2 hours left on day 5, and we have the entire house textured, which took longer than it always is estimated to take because odds and ends. But we got all of our texture in, we got it all knocked down. I did as much time-lapse footage as I could, but you know, when the hopper's going, you just got to keep moving. And I did get a fair amount, so we made it all the way to there, carried back to here. And we did all the closets, which is above and beyond. I don't want to spend too much time showing all this stuff because I think it's kind of remedial. It's all textured and knocked down, you know. So you're getting a taste of what it's going to look like moments before it gets primered and painted, because this house is going to look totally different. So once again, this closet, we're going to leave that as it is. This closet into here. The bathrooms did not get textured. They just got caulked in areas they needed it. We even went above and beyond and did the hidden closet, so that's textured. But I did ignore the back room because it was still, the first course mud was still drying from 2 days ago. And it's just been so cold and wet here. But I think I had this heater running in there all day that we're getting really close, but you can kind of see it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's just, you can put little nicks and stuff in it. So you can't sand this, you know? And like, that's just too brittle. I can't sand it. I can't do nothing with it. It's like, I don't want to texture it just as it is. It just looked bad. It kind of just, I don't know. It just, it doesn't do any respect to all the work that's been done in this room. Plus, this room still needs a door. But we can't get down the canyon because the road fell into the river. So, and that happens every once in a while. So I can go out to Ridgecrest, but I think I need chains and 4-wheel drive. We're not even that far from major cities, but we are in the mountains, so. All right, so now what we got left is whatever drywall I can do in that extra room, and then cleaning up the tools, getting some trash out of here, and getting prepped for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a lot more taping, a lot more plastic, and hopefully a lot of primer. So, yeah, I'll catch up with you at the end of the day. I went ahead and put a final course on the drywall in the room addition, bedroom number 3, and I'm just not thrilled with it. I'm not a great drywall guy. I time-lapse that for you guys, and just everything about this window sucks. There's old drywall that's not straight. There's these corner beads that I'm not really too keen with. I mean, they have this paper, kind of like sticky paper that gets wet and sucks into the drywall mud. And if you don't get it all the way through, it can kind of peel up, and as you're, you know, running the mud through it, it can lift, and it's kind of, I don't know. It is seeming to be a lot less work with less screws and all that, but I just don't know if I trust it for the long term, especially in a rental house. But that's all I had. So that wraps up day 5, and it's been a long day. That hopper's killing my arm, but we got everything done today we needed to start primering tomorrow. I think I'll probably finish sanding this room tomorrow by just leaving the heater in here and letting it all cure overnight, and then throwing a texture on it. then we can prime it. So we'll texture this probably first thing in the morning, then get the taping and priming going, and hopefully get to priming this room. I just don't know. We can't do anything outside because the storm is still here, so we're still racing to finish this thing in 7 days, plus the floor, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.